If you own a local owner-operated business here in the Grand Valley that's doing around 6 figures a year, and you feel like you've hit a wall that you just cannot seem to break through, then these next few minutes are probably gonna hurt, because I'm gonna show you the exact reason why you're stuck. It has nothing to do with your services, nothing to do with your quality of work, and nothing to do with your prices. After watching this video, the way you look at growing your business will completely change. And no, this isn't gonna be another video about running better Facebook ads. It's not gonna be another video telling you to post more content, and it's definitely not gonna be another marketing agency trying to convince you that they have some secret AI software that's gonna magically just flood your calendars with customers overnight. Because look, over the last 12 months, social media has quietly rewritten the rules of local marketing. The same posts that used to bring in engagement and the same referrals you've relied on for years, the same word of mouth strategies that built your business, it's just not enough anymore. It's not gonna work. The businesses that are adapting to these new systems are becoming the most recognized names in their market. They're no longer relying solely on referrals, and they're attracting qualified leads consistently. Look, I'm gonna tell you what I already know about you. First thing is, I know you've worked incredibly hard to build this business, and you've probably hired an agency that promised crazy results and delivered excuses. You've probably boosted Facebook or Instagram posts hoping something would finally work, and I can bet you tried creating content yourself only to realize you don't have the time to keep up with it, yet somehow your growth still feels unpredictable. You still have weeks where you're wondering if enough new business is coming in, and you find yourself checking your calendar way more than you would like. And every time you open Facebook or Instagram, it feels like another local business is finally announcing they're fully booked, that they're expanding, that they're hiring. Meanwhile, you're still sitting there thinking, we do better work than they do. Our customers love us, and we've been in this business longer, so what are they doing that we're not? And I'll tell you that the answer is surprisingly simple. They understand today's market, and more importantly, they understand how to position themselves as the trusted authority before a customer ever needs them. So here's how I know that. I spent the last year studying what actually makes local businesses grow in today's market. Not businesses in Los Angeles, not businesses in New York, but businesses right here on the Western Slope. Because unlike most agencies, we're not some company sitting 3 states away trying to sell you another marketing package. My whole team is local. I was born and raised here, and I understand how people in the Grand Valley make buying decisions. And what most out-of-state agencies will never understand is people here, they don't buy from businesses with the flashiest advertisements. They don't buy from businesses they recognize. They buy from the businesses they trust, the businesses they feel connected to, and that's how this community has always worked. People do business the Western Slope way. So relationships first, trust second, business third. And if you ignore that, it doesn't matter if you're the best roofer in town, the best cosmetic dentist, the best HVAC company, or whatever the case is. The businesses people think about first almost always get the first opportunity. And I'm telling you, it is really that simple. So think about this. I want you to really visualize this. If someone says, I need a roofer, or I'm looking for a financial advisor, or we're thinking about remodeling our house, how many businesses come to mind? It's usually only one, maybe 2, but that's gonna be it. The companies that are winning aren't dramatically better. You're honestly have probably better services than them. They simply are just being better remembered. They are the first thing that comes to mind. They're trusted, and that's exactly why I wanted to make this video. So now you're probably asking yourself, okay, so if I'm competing against the system, what is the system? The companies that stay booked month after month aren't creating more content than everyone else. They're actually creating less content, but making it to the right people. Think about someone looking for a roofer. They're not wondering what brand of shingles they use. They're thinking, can I actually trust these people with my home? Are they gonna disappear after I sign? Or will they stand behind their work? Now I want you to think about someone looking for a financial advisor. They're wondering, can I trust this person with my family's future? What if I make the wrong decision, and do they actually care about me, or am I just another client to them? Those same things happen if someone's looking for a cosmetic dentist, an HVAC company, a remodeler, whatever the business that you're in, they're asking these types of questions. They're carrying fears, questions, frustrations, dreams, and I now want you to imagine that your content starts to answer every single one of those before they ever ask them. So you're answering every fear, every objection, every frustration, and every outcome they are secretly hoping for. That's the first principle inside the Alchemy Growth Engine. So we don't create content around your service. We create content around human psychology, and that's the big shift, because people don't buy roofing, they're trying to buy the peace of mind that their family is protected. People aren't gonna buy HVAC, they're buying the comfort when it's 100 degrees outside or below freezing. And people don't buy financial planning, they buy the confidence about their future. That's the shift that changes marketing completely. So instead of chasing views, you start building trust. And instead of hoping one video goes viral, you start creating videos that make the local person start thinking, I like these people, they actually understand what I'm going through. When I'm ready, they're gonna be the first company that I'm gonna call. Now, I want you to really imagine you doing that consistently. So 3, 4, even 5 strategic pieces of content every single week. So this is not just random content you're throwing out there. This is content that's built around exactly what your local market is thinking. And after a few months, something interesting will start happening. People recognize your business before they even need your service. They mention your videos during sales calls. And I promise you one thing, your customers will start telling you, I've been watching your content for months. And that's momentum, and momentum compounds. So every piece of content is built around familiarity, and familiarity builds trust. The trust is what creates the qualification appointments, and those appointments create happy customers, and happy customers become testimonials. And what do testimonials become? Even more growth. That's why we never start with advertising with our clients, because ads don't create trust, they amplify it. So if you spend so much money sending people to a business that hasn't built authority yet, you get attention, but you won't get enough belief. And that's why so many business owners think Facebook ads don't work. So inside the Alchemy Growth Engine, everything starts with understanding your ideal customer, their fears, their frustrations, their buying decisions, and then we build your content that earns trust. We amplify it through meta advertising. And then finally, we send people to a landing page that simply continues that conversation that your content has already started. By the time someone books a strategy call with you, they're no longer asking, can I trust this company? Because you've already answered that question weeks before they've ever clicked the button. Instead, they're asking, how soon can we get started? Now let's talk about the final piece of the Alchemy Growth Engine. The landing page isn't there to convince them, it's there to guide them to where they should be. Instead of sending people to a generic website with a dozen pages to click through, we build a landing page around one purpose, turning interested people into qualified consultations. So the same system that got you this far into the video is the same exact system that will plug into your local business, because the first thing they see is a clear message that speaks directly to what they're looking for. Then they see proof, real transformation, testimonials, and real reasons to trust you. So from there, they're gonna complete a short qualification form, and not everyone is your ideal client, and that's okay. We'd rather fill your calendar with 10 people who are ready to invest than 50 people who are only window shop. Once they qualify, they book a free consultation directly onto your calendar. No back and forth messaging, no chasing people down, just a simple process that makes booking easy. But here's where most agencies would stop, because not everyone books their first time they visit. Life gets busy and people will get distracted. But that's why we built automated emails and text follow-ups. So these will continue the conversations after they leave, friendly reminders, helpful education, more trust, and even more reason for them to come back to schedule with you. Your business will keep nurturing potential patients even while you're working on your business and with clients. And I'm not joking, you're gonna make money while you sleep, and that's where the entire system starts working together. Content builds trust, ads will reach the right people, amplifying leads, and then those leads will go to the landing page and convert attention into consultations. So every month, my team will analyze the numbers behind your entire system, where your qualified leads are leaving the funnel, which videos are creating the most consultation, and most importantly, which ads are creating the most return on your investment for your offer. Because in order for us to grow your business and ourselves, we need to see our mistakes, what's working, and what we need to cut out. It comes down to us personally working with you to guarantee you're gonna get qualified leads. That's the difference between hiring someone to post on social media and partnering with a team that's focused on growing your business. See, the Alchemy Growth Engine isn't a one-time marketing campaign. It's a living ecosystem that evolves with your business, compounds month after month, and keeps moving you towards your goals. So here's what I want you to do. I'm not gonna ask you to buy anything from this video or pitch that I know how to fix your problems, because the truth is I don't know how to do that. Every owner-led business has different bottlenecks. For some, it's their content. For others, it's their offer, their positioning, their landing page, or the way they're converting interested people into book consultations. That's why I've opened up a handful of strategy calls each week where you'll be able to talk with me personally. And this isn't gonna be some sort of sales presentation disguised as a strategy call. It's gonna be a living, working session. And before we even get on the phone, I'll take the personal time to ask you real questions, research your business, so I can help you to my best ability. We're gonna look at your social media, website, your reviews, your competitors, your current market, and then we identify exactly where your client acquisition system is breaking down at, and then more importantly, what we're gonna do to fix it. And if you don't have one in place, then I'm gonna teach you how to do that. The main idea of these strategy calls is to give you a clear roadmap to honestly just get you your next 10 to 15 qualified leads. So I'm gonna show you where you're losing potential clients and why another business within the Grand Valley is attracting the attention that honestly you deserve. If you ever work with us or not, that roadmap is yours to keep. Implement it yourself, take it to another agency, or use it with your own team. We don't care. Our conversation helps your business grow. We've done our job. Now, let me be completely transparent. If you're expecting a high pressure sales pitch, then you're gonna be disappointed. I would rather tell someone that they're not gonna be a good fit than bringing on a client who isn't really ready to commit. All my team is young and they want a flexible lifestyle. It makes no sense for us to have clients who wanna grow but aren't qualified, and it doesn't help either party because the Alchemy growth engine, it only works when both sides are all in, and that's how we built our business, and we're not gonna change that. So here's something else I've learned. Roughly 76% of people watching this video will close the page and go right back to doing what they always have done. Not because they don't want to grow, because change is uncomfortable. And it's easier to tell yourself that I'll figure it out next month. It's easier to hope referrals pick back up. 6 months from now, they'll be wondering why another Grand Valley business is fully booked while they're trying to fill in empty appointments. So don't let that be your story, and you have two choices here. You could either close a page, keep relying on the same marketing system that's already giving you the same results and hope something changes, or you could book a free strategy session with our team, get a custom growth roadmap built specifically for your business, and discover exactly what's holding you back, and finally build a system that creates predictable demand instead of unpredictable months. One path keeps you where you are, the other one gives you a clear plan to become one of the most trusted locally owned businesses in the Grand Valley, and the choice is yours. If you're serious, click the button below, choose a time that works for you, complete a short qualification form, and we'll see you on the call.